my opinion, one of the smartest things that the mayor of Paris decided to implement. It's the kind of rent-a-bike system. There's spots all over Paris where you have parking for these bikes, and you can take them from one spot and ride to another, and you can use like a little pass and have it unlimited for a year, and it's 30 euros. I mean, 30 euros I think is amazing to have unlimited use of ththese bikes, and well, at least up to the first half hour every time you use it. So there are some conditions, but and then if you don't want to have an abonnement, you could just rent it for a day, or you could rent it for 7 days, and it's like €1 or €5. So it's a really great deal. And I use it to get to work, or well, I used to try to get to work, but I discovered I was too tired in the mornings to really safely ride Vélib. As you'll find, it can be you have to be aware all the time of cars all around you. So I essentially ride it home in the evenings from work, take the metro to work, and then Vélib home. They have a really lovely bike path coming from the 16th back towards the center of Paris. They have a great bike path that's just along the Seine, and I get to, you know, wave to all the cars as they're stuck in traffic, as I just, you know, take a nice shady bike ride home. It also saves on transport, because I decided not to get a pass and just, you know, take a one metro ride ticket in the morning. I don't take the metro that often. I usually Vélib around Paris to meet people. It takes about the same amount of time, and I prefer to see it, you know, from a bike and get a little exercise as well. One of the issues though with Vélib is that people have a tendency to ride bikes downhill but not uphill, and as Paris is shaped like a bowl coming towards the center, they were having difficulties in the beginning when they implemented the system of people riding downhill but not bringing bikes back up the hill. So they have constantly these little carts, and you'll see them riding around Paris, picking up bikes from the stations at the bottom, like towards the center of Paris, and then pulling them back up, driving them back out to the stations at the top. So yeah, I do avoid the hills. I'm not one to. Vélib bikes are a bit heavy as bikes go, because I think of their parking system, and they have a big basket, and they're not the most lightweight bikes you can ride. But I tend to park and walk if I think I'm going to be going up a San Francisco type hill. When you take a bike as opposed to ride in the metro, just like a bus, you get to see a lot more of the city, and you become a lot more familiar with how things are interconnected, and very quickly, as opposed to walking. So you kind of get a better sense of where things are situated, and the fastest way to get places. Say if you're in a car or a taxi, I would say now I know, I have a much better idea if a taxi driver is trying to, you know, take me on a long, you know, windy route because he knows I'm a foreigner, or if he's taking the most direct route. So you get to know Paris quite a bit better and get a nicer view.